A very good evening and welcome to Kgosi FM on very chilly Monday. Bong.
Kgosi.
Oh, sorry, but I go let them make it. Yeah, it's up. Yeah, good lad. We are back. Gentlemen, ladies, welcome. Kgosi FM. Then now you know the show is the Kgosi FM live show coming to you live on www.kgosiefm.co.za, coming to you live on Radio Garden app as well as on my Facebook page, which is kgosietsile Segongane. Just go there, you'll see us. Nalebra Bong Montana. Who will any man to come and talk to me again today? What is what? Mr. Bongs. Welcome. What's say?
No, number one, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for hosting me again.
Why what?
No, Tata. We promised that we'll come back. But today I'm in my official capacity as a lay person.
Oh, yes, a lay person.
Yeah,
you are not here as
commentator today.
Yeah, you are not as a leader.
No.
Hey, that is why I guess I can get MK in what?
Yeah, I don't know, but I guess it's MK for life.
Of course. So you are a member of MK, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah, but today not here as a leader of MK. Here just a member and a human being.
Yeah,
that's gonna discuss.
Today we're just having discussions. There are a lot of headlines
that we need to talk about. Yeah, so listen, the number is 064-548-776. If you want to be part of this show, as you know, Mr. Romela Fella, WhatsApp. So what do you want to ask the Mr. Bongani? Mr. Bongani Ncele. He is a member of MK. In his capacity as a civilian today, he's going to be discussing this. And then what happens, Corey, the time they come, when they come officially as officers of MK, that's when we'll be able to announce what does he do and all that. I get it.
No, correct.
Is it fine?
Correct, yeah,
all right, no, it's fine. Ace, I think maybe we should just get to it. All right. We have seen that the elections are here and they are gone.
Yeah.
All right. Elections came and they went with all the controversies and everything else. Were they rigged? Or let me just ask this question. When as a lay person, how did you see the elections?
These elections were marred by a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
Truth be told, one, I was a witness in some of the things.
Okay.
There's a lot of discrepancies, irregularities that transpired.
Yeah.
And also, thirdly, inadequate training of IEC officials.
How so? These people have been doing this thing for years, ever since the beginning.
IEC officials always come and go. That's why SATU initially prior to elections said volunteered their membership, which are teachers in the main.
Okay.
And let us administer these things. They are moderators by professions. They look after students, they mark and do everything. Now, we've given job opportunity to everyone. We've expanded. In the main, it's cadre deployment of the ruling party.
Okay.
Former ruling party must
now it's
because anything can happen now.
What do you call them now? The former ruling party.
The former ruling party. Former liberation movement.
Yeah.
So, had it been that we had allocated those teachers to be at the forefront, then we would have had better, free and fair elections. Not what the declaration of IEC indicated.
Yes.
I saw for myself personally, there's an issue of Section 24 where people were denied their vote by virtue of having migrated from one VD to the next.
I've seen that, so I was asking myself, how come? Why? Because I remember, Yare, if you are not in the registered area, how you are giving national ballot, right?
Yes.
So
that's what the statute indicates, that you only vote for one ballot, just like someone who's outside the country.
Yes.
People that are in embassies throughout the country, throughout the world.
Yeah.
They voted
for only one ballot.
For only one ballot.
National, that is.
You come domestically within the borders of the country.
Yes.
Millions and millions of people avail themselves because they want to vote, to cast their vote and also see change.
Were they saying
and make their voices heard?
Were they saying go back to your VD?
Yeah, that's what they were being told.
So if you are here from Limpopo, you have to travel to Limpopo to vote.
Imagine in a country that don't have proper infrastructure like ours, it's still developing.
Yeah,
people were turned away, but in some VDs they were allowed. In some instances, they were allowed from special votes up until on the day of elections. Up until at the later stage around Korati, there was a message that was sent to a presiding officer at one school in Tshwane primary, secondary.
Yeah.
We asked, why must you change? You've already started. Finish what you started.
Yes.
The person was found wanting.
And then what?
10 people away. But because of close proximity, we told them go to City Hall. There was a presiding officer there.
Yeah.
David, who was presiding, led that thing very well. Allowed the lines, there were queues and everything. People voted.
City Hall in town, right?
City Hall in town.
Yeah.
Yeah. The official City Hall of Tshwane.
Okay.
The do must revive as well once we come into power.
Yeah, we should.
Because it's dormant now.
I've seen them putting a fence. I'm like, what the hell are you putting a fence for?
There's renovations. It's a nice setup, the venue. That must be utilized by the community of Tshwane.
Are you going to remove those statues?
Obviously, we can't champion the heritage of apartheid.
Yeah.
In this current epoch, we are pushing generational mission. We must be able to put our people forward.
Yeah.
In as much as we are renaming the streets, then we must also take those statues down.
Exactly. All right, Bongs, before you can continue, I forgot one thing. I'm going to be killed by these people. I didn't talk about the sponsor. Sorry, guys. All right, before you can go on, we're going to thank you, the sponsor, and then we'll take it from just a minute. Bongs, you're back just now.
Sure.
This show is brought to you by Segongane Medical Services and Clinic. They are private clinic situated in number 70 Tuefengesgras in Westview, Danville. They specialize on the following: primary health care, ailment diagnosis and treatment, including medication, wound care, family planning, well baby clinic, basic ultrasound, laboratory blood services, treatment of chronic illnesses, treatment and management of patients on ARVs, wellness screening, antenatal clinic, HIV services and counseling. They have a pharmacy on site and they are doing Cmndr services as well, OHS clinic, circumcision clinic and abortion services. Their cell phone number is 064 548 7176 or 071 422 8576. Again, the address is 70 Tuefengesgras in Westview, Pretoria West in Danville. Cell phone number again is 064 548 7176 or 071 422 8576. Yes, and we are back. Yeah, all right. That is our sponsor for today. As you know, every show we've got a sponsor, Segongane Medical Services here in Pretoria West in Danville. Primary healthcare private clinic. If you want to come visit them, join them or call on 07142288576 and then 064548776. All right, yeah. Okay, Miner, hey, you were saying, so I was asking, are we going to remove those statues?
No, obviously. We can't preserve the heritage of apartheid in the current epoch. We're a democratic country now.
Yes.
We have long passed that phase of fair vote.
Imagine. Kruger,
all of them. Paul Kruger is well into that. There's no one that must be spared.
Yeah.
You know what they've done at City Hall? They've put the statue of Sekukune at the back, but Paul Kruger is in the front there.
Pretoria, Kruger
yeah, they named him after in Pretoria.
However, what they did was they desecrated that statue the first time it was put up.
Yeah.
I get a mola like so. I get we used to dress. So they did a free clear. They spray painted the free clear a day after it was put up. I'm like, right, hence maybe that fence was put up.
No. These people are.
That tell dudes.
No. Exactly why we must fight.
Why, but
yeah.
All right.
But through the ballot.
Today we are discussing the elections, man, whether they rigged or elections were free and fair, and we're going to talk about, again, maybe analyze a little bit of what the president has to say. President Jacob Zuma, Hanatsanoko IEC Center, where everybody went nuts. The news crew, the news media was all over the place. I'm like, hey man, yeah. So my one about I like what the convoy mola.
Yeah.
Let me stop it, man. I'd say
they had to do damage control. Damage control.
Okay, but then how do you do that as a leader and you still say you're a leader? That you're afraid of somebody, what like one person?
Exactly what you're discussing. Is this country free and fair?
The
elections free and fair.
Yeah.
If you are denying other political leaders on the official announcement,
yes.
What is that?
Yes. They said no, but no, he came in late, Kabomu, trying to make a grand entrance like he's so used to doing and trying to disturb the president giving an address. What's your take on that?
Nah, this is neither here. This is just the hearsay. It's gossip.
Yeah.
They denied him entry initially prior to the official announcement by Musutu Meba.
Yes.
Nah, they stopped it.
They stopped it then?
Yeah, prior. It was not when the president said nothing, absolutely nothing. Because that was an unprepared speech. He kept on laughing there. no making silly jokes.
Oh, so he hasn't said anything yet.
Yeah, the president was just saying goodbye in a nutshell. Yeah, was waving the country goodbye because I doubt he's coming back.
Of course.
I'm very confident.
I like what Gode said. Gode was asked the first days of counting, like, hey, man, what is the future for Ramaphosa? I don't know. That was funny. And I don't know. We're going to give the National Assembly the list. They will vote whoever they want to vote.
Now that's negotiations. There's no permanent friends. There are no permanent enemies in the revolution. In politics. So, as for Ramaphosa, they must just resign. Must submit his resignation and save his skin.
Okay. So, you said you like witnessed some other things that was done irregularly. But then how for attention? What they say when you say, guys, this is not done.
In that Tshwane secondary school, they even had to call the area manager. The area manager, I explained to him that you've got an arrogant presiding officer here, whom we don't want to have an altercation with. So we've since divorced that argument. Was speaking to you, and I spoke to us soberly. We said that finish what you started. Yeah. But because the powers that she has must also be accountable to a senior personnel. Yes. Now she had to leave because couldn't give us straight answers because you said that let us continue. This thing happened even at Hamilton. The area manager of inner city in Ward 8. Okay. Yeah. The same thing. No, you said finish what you started. This thing you started with those special votes. People have been voting, and we've got a record of people that voted that were coming as far as Mpumalanga and Limpopo. You never denied them the right not to vote. Yeah. Now you receive a communique which is not official. An official communication on the day of elections must be gazetted. Yeah. So it was never gazetted. It was just an SMS that was coming for an authority, then indicating that Section 24 must be applied. So if you are applying Section 24, it means that you are acquainting the status of a general election to a local government. Yes. Which is not the case. Okay. So it can't be. Local government, that is where you vote in your own district, voting district. Of course. But for national, you are free to move around. And you must be given that authority to vote even for one ballot if it's national. Yes. Or two ballot if it's province and national, because you can move from Tshwane to Joburg and still be eligible to vote for two ballots. Because I remember on the last elections myself, they did say that, hey, how relate to another video, whatever. You are going to vote only one. We went to, what's this thing? What's this school? What's this school, man? Quattreville. We went there. Yeah. And when I got there, the ladies were like, outing for province. But it's fine. Take the two ballots, do it. You see? And that time I voted ANC. Those everything was okay. Those are the inefficiencies of this thing. The system itself, it's not efficient enough to carry out. Then that's why I was saying that we need at some point in time to move away from ballots. Yeah. I think there was 90 million ballots that were printed. 90? Yeah, 90. It makes sense if you look at it because there was 27 million people that are registered to vote. Yes. Only I think about on 14 or 13 million of them casted vote. So considering that this time around we had 3 ballots per person. Yeah. So we had to hit that number. But why are you exacerbating and exaggerating the number? Yeah. Why? Yes. You gave room to all these things. People were found with ballots in their houses. If you so 90 million out of from 27 million that are going to that are registered. Exactly. When are you print 90 ballots? 90 million ballots. Exactly. What for? So if you never questioned that before. I think they were using the assumption that it's 30 times 3. Okay. Yes, which is about 90 years. Yes. But really, we know the voter turnout of South Africa. Not everyone comes. So, times 3. As a result, a lot of people were found with those ballots. Some were ANC officials in their own houses. Trucks were stopped, with this batch of ballot boxes. A lot of things happened. That's why currently we're sitting with 579 objections. Yes. Which the IEC was supposed to satisfy the process and allow them to be heard. So why do you think prior to the official announcement of results? So why do you think they did not do that? No, they rushed the process. What is the rush? Yeah. It means there's a motive behind. What is the motive? There might be international funders or political parties colluding because at the center of everything, IEC is the deployment of the ANC. Yes. Yes. I thought it was independent, isn't it? No, it's an independent institution, but they are deployed. I can tell you from the former Brigadier Bamu, I think he was the chairperson. Yeah. Or who was it? He was the former chairperson, he's Brigadier. I remember, And then there was Pantitla Kula, all of them. All of them, including the current ones that are leading. Yeah. All of them. They are members of the ANC.
Okay.
All of them.
Yeah.
All.
So you do think that in a way they were doing this as a
They
favor to
take
these people?
instructions from somewhere.
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah, ne? Lutuli House itself.
Exactly. The HQ will give them a directive that do this.
Yeah.
And who are they to deny?
All right.
Because if you deny and not follow orders, you are easily fired. It's a matter of bread and butter issues.
Yeah. So the aftermath, my brother, are you happy with what you guys got as MK?
I'm happy, but I'm not satisfied. It's not a true reflection of the electorate.
Yeah.
Completely, it's not.
So what do you, what is your true reflection that you think it was?
I'll make a typical example. In KZN, the MK got about 1.6, just over 1.6
million votes. Yes.
Votes.
Yeah.
The DA in the Western Cape received a million.
A million.
Just a mere million. I think
Yes.
it's 1,050,000 something.
Yes.
They got 50. How many? I think 50 something percent. Just about 55. I think 50,
For a million votes.
for a million votes in the Western Cape.
Okay.
So
now
how you
1.6
calculate? Yeah, the ratio how it's applied is a simple methodology. You consider the voter turnout
Yeah.
against the number of votes that you would have garnered,
Yeah.
and you divide it. It equates to a ratio, which gives you a proportional amount in terms of percentage,
Yeah.
and that is subdivided and give you seats.
Okay.
It's a simple ratio. Don't have this math literacy. This one is not difficult.
Yeah.
Not even board mass.
Yeah.
So I don't understand the narrative that MK gets 44% in KZN.
Yeah.
After amassing 1.6. Even in Gauteng and Tshwane, we're told that Tshwane got, MK got 2,000. It's not a true reflection.
Yes.
I mean, the people that were there are many. In Hatfield, I almost moved around, including I started here this morning in AFM. I moved towards Pretoria West, then, just outside the showgrounds, went to town. I passed a lot of VDs, Princess Park, moved to City, City Hall, went toward 81. Why is 81, which, by the way, has one of the biggest VDs there by Jubilee Park, one of the biggest.
Yeah.
Even up to Hatfield and Union Buildings.
Okay.
Looking at the hotspots of inner city.
And then what did you see? Like
The assessment
The
is that
unusual
people
thing
came
that
out
you
in
saw.
numbers. People
Yeah.
came out in numbers.
yeah,
But they were denied their votes.
because they were not registered there.
Yeah, because they were not registered there. It can't be.
There's an allegation now they were trying to stop the KwaZulu-Natal people who were in Gauteng to do that. Especially
Exactly. The numbers are
national
not tallying. There are many. All these political parties are not speaking only for MK, including the ANC itself in the Western Cape. They've lost an objection.
Yes.
Yes,
They
on the
have.
numbers. Yeah. And you can see by the numbers of the DA that they got, that 22% is not a true reflection. How come DA gets 22%?
Yeah. Yeah.
The populace, DA has been fractured. There's BOSA, there's Action
Action
SA.
SA, yes.
There are many organizations, Rise Mzansi,
Yeah.
that have stemmed from that organization.
Yeah.
Why is it not fractured? It's only the ANC. So we are of the firm belief that this is not a true reflection. And on my way here,
Yes.
I was listening to one analyst on Radio 2000. I was also indicating that the IEC was in a rush to declare elections.
But why? Why do you think
And it
that is?
undermines the will of the people, because this is not the will of the people. Many people lost. You must be able to hear objections,
Yeah.
if there's any, prior to making an announcement. Because now what you're doing, you are inciting violence. You're creating an anarchic society.
Yeah.
People are unpleasant. They don't want to receive the news that you're bringing forward.
Yeah.
Because they're of the firm. And there's evidence
Yeah.
put forward that this is what transpired.
But you don't want to
you
listen to that
don't
evidence.
want to do that. So if you're doing that, you're undermining democracy.
Yes.
It's a true demonstration of lack of accountability and credibility by IEC.
Yeah, because somebody said it this morning, actually Ncele, the spokesperson for MK. He said, no, but guys, IEC had like until Wednesday,
Yeah, we've got 7 days.
until
7
Wednesday for them to declare those elections.
Yes.
Why the rush? Why are you rushing so much to say you need to declare this, like these things? Or maybe were they just trying to outshine President Jacob Zuma when he said you can't announce tomorrow? He said, we're not going to listen. We're going to show you who king will do it.
This is not a popularity contest or beauty contest, so to speak.
Yeah.
Ubabu Zuma said it, the president
Yes.
of the people said it, that this is not, don't be in a rush
Yes.
to announce results. Because there's many. Look at the IEC.
Yeah.
The system went down. The dashboard went down.
For how long? 2 hours, right?
Yeah, for over 2 hours. What was happening?
And it's...
And when we come back, we're not on the same amount of votes that we had. Something had changed.
Yeah.
You see? ACT came forward. I remember on Saturday evening, they were interviewing
Ace.
Ace. Yeah, they interviewed Ace. Ace said it.
Yeah, yeah.
That in Maluti Apofu, I managed to get over 3,000 votes, but the reflection of those votes is not there. But I can show you here.
Yeah. Because I remember one of the other party leaders said it, we told our members to take pictures with their phones. Immediately
All
after they
political
count,
parties are
take
allowed.
pictures, done.
During the counting, no cell phones are allowed. All phones are off, including officials of IEC.
Yes.
But after the results are declared, and
wait,
voting has
like
been
in the
done,
VD, right?
In a VD, yeah.
Yes.
And a recount has been done. Then the presiding officer puts up the voting slip with all political parties.
Then you can take pictures of that.
You can take a picture of that. And it was shown.
Did your people
But the
do
people that were capturing at the district office of the IEC, all of us did it. All of us.
Okay.
All.
But
That's why I was saying, at some point, even, I think it was in Odsweren or somewhere in Worcester, the numbers of the DA were not tally. They had to change a 4 to make it it was a 7. It was 70 something. They had to augment it to be a 4 or something, 400 and something.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. And these are things that are there in front of us. They're on social media trending.
Yeah.
That must be exposed. And IEC has this evidence in front of them.
Yeah.
So they say that they'll investigate. They've not done so. Why must you declare results?
And then go investigate after that?
No, it does not make sense.
Did they say they're going to investigate before or after?
On Sunday morning, they said that results will be pronounced this evening at 6 o'clock. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
But prior, they said they are going to hear all the objections.
Yeah.
I doubt they would have heard all 579 objections.
In a few hours, by the way.
And come to a determination that the elections were free and fair.
Free and fair, yeah.
So you're making people to run to courts. So it's going to disrupt the process.
Yeah.
Because there'll be court interdicts and everything. No, it's going to be a back and forth.
Okay.
And it's going to render the state hung.
Yeah.
Won't have any governance to
Good. All right. We're going to play a little bit of what the president said. President Jacob Zuma said to IEC. And then we're going to talk about that in a minute. All right. So let's give the president a listen on this one.
And for a long time when things happen, even when people commit crimes, they are not arrested. Those who commit no crime are arrested. We have not made noise. But here, this is the way, peacefully, to put this country at the right place. Nobody is going to announce tomorrow. Unless they were not working with us.
Yeah.
You can't have dictators who are going to tell you, when we tell them there are problems, they say no problem. When the problems are there, when they know them. We have got more information to give. Why do you rush to close the gap so that you move? We're not children. No. Asikhothi songo sweet. Kuthi munyunga nangu sweet ngosiyam umnandi. No. I just thought I should make that point, that we should be clear, all of us. Let us all work together. We are very keen. We've been tolerant, talking to people throughout this country. I said many things have got to be changed, including the manner in which elections are done. Why should they, at some point when you vote, it's not secret, but when people count, it's secret. Why? Yes. Why? And part of the reason, all of us, I can tell you, we are going to be on the same side in changing this country. So that we've got a country for our children that is truthful, smooth, is moving very well. I don't think we have time to be joking. It's a serious matter. The very fact that up to now we have not implemented what we'll implement when we're fighting for freedom, that tells you how big the problem is. We want to correct it so that everybody is happy in this happy country. And we cannot therefore allow people to say we're not going to listen to you. But they caused, or they came as this institution because they were working for us, making us to campaign, to vote. It's not their business, it's our business. Thank you very much.
All right. What's your take on the president? First point, he's mentioned things like, okay, you're not going to announce tomorrow. You're going to announce tomorrow. Why the rush? Some people said there's in the same clip there is more worrying. Don't provoke us, and people say it's incitement to violence. People say you guys are anarchists. Yeah, you want to put this country into flames because you lost or whatever. I don't know. What's your take on that?
No,
when he says you can announce.
Number one, before I come to Baba, if you saw the official announcement of the result yesterday, both Saimama Bolo and Mosotho Meba, their body language was shaking. They were nervous.
Yeah.
They were nervous.
They thought you were going to burst in and...
Yeah, there was a lot of nervousness. What's the nervousness? It's not the first time that they are presiding.
They're doing this,
or addressing the nation.
Yes.
They have done so prior to special votes. They've done so in between when they were calling pressers every 2 hours.
Yes.
Why must there be any nerves? Not even Sai. Mosotho Meba even said the president, he said, was supposed to say distinguished guests. He said
extinguished, yes.
Yes. You can tell that the person is so under so much pressure. And I was making a joke that it's suffering from fatigue and everything. It's not fatigue.
It's what?
There's a motive, underlying motive why there's all this nervousness.
Yeah.
Because it can't be that out of, I think it's 54 or 52 political parties that were contesting elections.
Yes.
An overwhelming majority of them casting doubt on the results.
Yeah.
And are raising objections. And you don't want to hear them. And Obaba is very correct. Because if you are doing this, you are undermining the will of the people. And as a result, what must people do? They must express themselves.
Yeah.
And when they express themselves, it won't be nice. That is what I was saying. And none of all those political parties, MK included, have gone to the streets and demonstrated their unsatisfactory towards the elections.
Yeah.
They remain disciplined up until now. See. But the manner in which they are doing it is going to incite violence. You are provoking people.
Yeah. From
Because
MK side, violence from MK side or violence from...
No, generally.
So
it's
you
not
think
only the MK that has raised objection. This is a general thing across all political parties.
Yeah.
People are not happy. They're not satisfied. There's objections that are there. Why don't you entertain those objections?
593, right?
578.
578, yes.
Yes. Gayton McKenzie came forward, said it. All these political parties, UDM said it. They're not pleased. ACT came. All of them. Except for the DA. The DA is the only one that is silent about it, including, I made mention earlier on, even the ANC.
Yeah.
We're not happy. So we're treating an abnormal situation as though it's normal. It can't be. So we're feeding down our throats the results by force.
So
now there'll be courts and everything, question the credibility of IEC.
Yes.
So this thing is not only going to force a recount, because now the ballot boxes might have been, shredded. Because after elections, you must shred the ballot so that there's nothing.
So you can't even do a recount.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do a recount. So there must be a rerun. Now there must be a swearing-in process in parliament and everything. People won't go there.
Yeah.
And that parliament is constituted by 400 members.
Yeah.
If 350 of them are not there seated in the gallery,
then they can't
do anything.
So is that your way forward?
This is one of the it's one of the ways that are viable options. And by the way, it's not only MK.
Yeah.
That thing can be done by a lot of parties, political parties there.
Yes.
So we must not take granted for the will of the people.
Okay.
Because that thing is going to force a rerun on its own.
As in, like, we do elections again.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay.
That is where we must go.
You think it can get to that point?
It can. If it can happen at a municipal level, at national level. For all these years, IEC has been treating elections very well because the ANC was surpassing 50%. Now that it's below, there's a bit of this tension and everything. Because they themselves, they'll be the first casualties to vacate those offices.
Yeah.
Because they've signed 5-year contracts to serve there.
Okay.
So then they'll be dealt with.
Yeah.
That is a chapter 9 institution.
Yeah.
IEC, it is independent and impartial.
It's supposed to be, right?
Yeah, it's
to be independent. That's what IEC again.
It's independent electoral commission.
Yes.
But it's not.
Well, why do you say that?
No, it has demonstrated itself otherwise, untoward to what it stands for.
Yeah.
With all these discrepancies that have been happening, no, it's not a true reflection of the will of the people.
Yes.
Like I told you, you can't deny people their right to vote. Why do you allow people outside the country to vote? I'm making a typical example of Section 24.
Yeah.
They can vote outside the country, but those within the borders of the country are denied their vote.
Yeah.
Why? This is not local government elections.
So why do you think
That Section 24 was done purposefully because we're moving into an era where we'll vote digitally.
Yeah.
And I understand the logic behind, but you must not deny people their will to vote.
Yeah.
It's their right. It's enshrined in the Freedom Charter that they must be able to vote. It's their own eligible right, as long as they are registered to vote.
Yes.
Allow them.
So you think it was a rigging?
It was a rigging.
Towards, for
Those
whose
are
favor?
indications. Those are indicators of a rig that happened.
For whose favor, by the way?
No, it can be the ruling party. Because the ruling party is the one that is presiding over this thing. They've deployed people there.
But then they lost.
The system-
They got like 40% of the national vote.
That was supposed to be even far worse.
Is it?
It was supposed to be even far worse.
Okay, so
Far,
40
far.
but he's at least there no.
Or, just to negotiate.
Yeah.
And
So-
to save skin, reputation.
So you're saying they gave DA, what, 20%?
The
And then-
22%.
and
DA
then-
does not deserve that. DA was also chowed by Freedom Front Plus. We should have seen a small increment in terms of numbers for Freedom Front Plus.
Yes, but then there was
There was nothing. And all these political parties that mushroomed out of the DA, Rise, Mzansi, Boss, and everything, that were given a lot of millions by capital.
Yeah.
They failed to live up to expectations. None of them even reached 100,000.
Of course.
They all failed, including SAR.
Yeah.
You see. So now they come with these tactics.
Yeah.
So there's vested interest in South African elections.
Okay.
Serious vested interest, not only by people within the country, those that are elite, but also outside the country.
Yeah. Why?
And I don't know, we've got international observers who had...
Obasanjo was here,
Obasanjo
Kenyatta
and,
was here.
Uhuru
Didn't they
as
see
well.
all these things?
Yeah, they're failing to act.
Did
were
they
there.
see these things all?
But evidence was put forward to them there. If there's any objections, they must be able to go and sit down and hear how IEC resolves them, because they are here as observers. They have that permit to go inside there and listen.
Yeah. But were they there yesterday?
They were there. They were there.
And none of them said anything.
They were quiet. They were quiet.
All right, listen to this.
3 reasons why the South African election of 2024 was rigged in favor of the DA. Reason number 1, the ANC government has been fighting against the Israeli government over the genocide that is committing in Gaza. And the ANC government has taken the Israeli government to the International Court of Justice and to the International Criminal Court. Reason number 2, the ANC government has been leaning towards China. We all know that South Africa became a member of the BRIC countries, and that angered the United States. And recently, the BRIC countries have been talking of shunning the United States completely. And the United States is not very happy about that. So they want regime change. Reason number 3, the EFF. Yes, the EFF was becoming too powerful. And we all know what the EFF stands for. Get the land back to the people. And the white monopoly capitalists are not very happy about this. And who backs the white monopoly capitalists? The United States. In this 2024 election, the EFF was expected to be the second largest party in South Africa. But the EFF finds itself in 4th position. Now, the question is, who is behind this vote rigging? The CIA, of course. How did they do this? Did the CIA rig the election on voting day? No. Elections are rigged way before the voting even happens. The CIA is very good at that. They used one trick, the old trick in the book, divide and rule. They know the weaknesses of Africans is division. Who was their trump card? MK. MK is their trump card. Yes, you think Zuma just formed that party from nowhere? Zuma is an opportunist. You think he just came up from nowhere and said, oh, I want to form a party with no structures, with nothing? Start paying attention. So much has happened since October 7. Somebody talked to him, somebody sat him down, somebody funded him and said, look, we need to take away votes from the ANC, we need to take away votes from the EFF. And that's exactly what Zuma is doing. He's doing the dirty work for the CIA. Yes, you might say, oh, look, man, this is none of your business, you're not South African and all that. I'm Pan-Africanist, and I can see the bigger picture. The bigger picture here is MK came to weaken the ANC and the EFF so that the DA should be stronger. And who has come out stronger in this election? It's the DA. They've lost nothing. And they're closer to power than you even think. And who has made this happen? Zuma, with his MK party. This is exactly what the CIA wanted. And South Africans, my South Africans, brothers and sisters, as always, Africans, we are divided against ourselves. You are divided against yourselves. You need to start to unite. The DA is united, has not disintegrated. The ANC has disintegrated. The EFF has lost votes. The MK has gained votes, but for whose advantage? They're already talking of no coalition with the ANC. Why? Why? Who are they going to do the coalition with? It'll be interesting to see. But this is my message to you, South Africans. The elections were rigged, yes. But look, my African brothers and sisters, you can recount all you want. South African elections are one of the best elections in the world. In fact...
All right. Did you work with the CIA to rig our elections? What's wrong with you people?
You know, like I told you prior to listening to this clip, there's vested interest in South Africa, internationally.
Yes.
And capital obviously has interest. I agree partially with the first part of this clip.
Yes.
But where is instigating that Zuma is working for CIA to divide votes between EFF and what you call it, and the ANC.
And ANC, doesn't make sense for me as well.
It's absolute nonsense.
Nah.
It's talking nonsense. What he speaks of when he starts, there's the international balance of forces.
Yes.
The Israel and Palestine. DA is pro-Israel.
Yes.
It's pro-Israel.
Yeah.
Together with XSA, together with Boss and everything. And it was...
all the Oppenheimer-funded parties are pro-Israel.
Exactly. But those people are Israelites. Those Jews,
Barayalo. We don't even know. Those people are... Okay, so happy.
All of them.
Yeah.
And only the leftist organizations are pro-Palestine. You see.
Yes.
So it's as a result of that. And there's a rumors, there's DA, ANC, merger, coalition.
We're going to come to that one. We're going to come to that one, yeah.
So it speaks of such.
Yes.
So those things are international balance of forces. As a result, it can sway our sovereignty. Because all these things, all these vested interests within this and political party funding and everything, it tends to take away our sovereignty.
Of course.
And the interest is within our own minerals.
Yeah.
And as a result, it's very correct. As blacks, in our majority, we tend to be fragmented amongst ourselves because we're fighting petty issues.
Of course.
But I can guarantee you one thing. Out of these elections, if you have checked the mood and the tone of all these political parties, from MK onwards up until UDM,
yes,
there's a common denominator amongst them.
Mm-hmm. Which
there's
is?
a correlation. No, they tend to work together, all those political parties. They're not opposed to each other.
Are you sure they're going to do that?
I'm absolutely sure. You must check. You must sensitize the mood.
Mm-mm.
I'm telling you. Because all the conditions that will be put forward by all those political parties are something that the ANC is going to be difficult.
Yeah, because
not accept.
Because today,
but if they want to cling on to power, because this is a people's livelihood.
Yeah.
There are some within the ANC that are saying that let us go with DA. Because they're thinking of their stomach. It's a stomach analysis. They're not clear. They are not conscious, are not speaking.
The ones who are remaining in parliament, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The ones that are privileged, that are serving ministers and everything.
Yes.
As an admin team.
Because not all of them are going to go back to parliament.
No, the ANC has lost 70 people are unemployed. So now what the ANC, if it clings back onto power,
yes,
I don't know by what negotiation that they'll have.
Yeah.
Those people, the 70 of them must be dispatched throughout the whole world in various embassies.
By the way, the ambassadors then.
Yeah, they must go and become ambassadors because their political tenure is over.
Yeah.
They're totally relevant.
You think they're going to do that?
That's what the ANC does. It dumps all these people. Once they're done here, dumps them in embassies.
Ambassador and whatnot.
Yeah. And embassy is a critical institution of world order.
Exactly, yes.
Very, very, very critical because that is where bilateral and multilateral deals happen.
Yes.
So you can't just dump people in Egypt. I know the last time they dumped Billy Masetla, who's a former intelligence, was having his own squabbles there, was being investigated. In Egypt. It was in Egypt. They faced him in Cairo.
Oh, is it in Cairo? Okay, because I thought it was in Netherlands or what?
No.
It was in Cairo, okay.
Yeah. So many of them. Stone Cizane was dumped in Germany there. All of them, all these so-called heavyweight seniors of the ANC,
Yes.
they are dumped in embassies. The ones that are not taken serious are put here in SADC here. Put them in Lesotho to go and staff. Put in Madagascar to go and staff.
Oh, man, you think so?
That's what they do. If they don't take you serious,
Yeah.
in a country that is not strategic,
Okay.
imagine being put in Sudan.
Yes.
No,
Imagine.
what relations does Sudan have?
Larry and everything. Yeah. Wow. So the ones who are
You suffer in the
elite.
desert alone there with your family.
Yeah. Okay. So the guy is Nigerian, obviously.
Yeah.
And the CIA is working with you apparently to I don't know, like doesn't really for me it doesn't make sense, to be honest with you. How did they use?
His second point is correct, the one of BRICS.
Yeah.
The second point that he makes is very, very, very correct.
Yeah.
BRICS is a threat to the new world order.
Obvious.
These elections, these past elections, these ones,
Certainly, yes.
you know who was funding them?
No.
Bill Gates.
Himself.
Yeah, Bill Gates funded these elections, donated something here.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you.
is there proof of that?
Yeah, there's proof of that. It's even on adverts here of IEC.
Are you
Down there
serious?
at the bottom there, you can check it there.
Yeah,
These results, these IEC results.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, Bill Gates is even sponsoring NHIMs.
I know.
Yeah.
No,
so
venture I do know, yes.
Yeah, there's many, many things that. Why? Why South Africa of all countries? Why?
Actually,
Why? Bill Gates, Apple. Apple is an app on its own.
yeah.
Apple.
Yeah.
And you know, you can do anything in the world. If you've got an iPhone, you can't do nothing. There's no space for Android. And you must just load things that are purely designed for that thing. So don't you think you suspect anything of vote rigging here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there.
So everything that was
These
used.
are indications that are pointing there. It might be. But I'm saying it's there. It's there for everyone to
see. So are you saying all the machines that were used in there, were what, Apple?
No, not necessarily Apple.
Yes.
But I'm saying the system that it could be used could be derived from Bill Gates'
From
software.
that, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
it's possible.
because Bill Gates owns Microsoft.
Exactly.
Apple get jobs.
Hey.
Yeah.
So this thing, they go hand in glove.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, ne?
So you must never take things for granted. Why must someone out of the blue just to come and sponsor these things
Yeah.
on our shores?
I get about
that.
Ncele, then maybe they needed a
There's
sponsor or
nothing for
something
free.
like that.
There's nothing for free that has been done here.
Yeah.
There's something that they are after.
What do you think that is? That's something that after.
The sovereignty of this country.
Yeah.
They're after the mineral wealth of this country. That one is for sure, I can tell you.
Do you still have those things?
They're there.
You still have gold
Well,
and
Africa
diamonds?
is blessed to have a lot of minerals.
No, I mean here in South Africa. Africa, I understand.
There's platinum, there's gold, there's everything. If you go to Mokopane, there's zinc and iron. There are many things that South Africa is blessed with here.
Yeah.
Yeah, many things.
So you think that they're after those things?
Yeah,
Because-
they also have deals with these, IPPs.
oh, yeah.
They've got vested interest there because they don't want nuclear power. Nuclear, that was going to solve all this energy crisis that we're confronted with.
It's lots
And
of
who are the companies that are in the main
Yeah.
having license to operate those IPPs?
It's load
That's
shedding
why
back.
Gwede was not on the same page of Cyril and was deprived of his powers.
Yeah.
Ministerial powers as a Minister of Energy
Yeah.
and Minerals.
Yeah. Well, is load shedding back? Is it going to be back in a minute? what did you see
Scooter
outside?
has his hands full.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Gwede was a champion at dancing there. Now, I saw earlier on,
Yeah,
on
but-
Twitter,
but,
PMB just experienced load shedding
Yeah.
around 6 o'clock this afternoon.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Peter Marisbeck?
Yeah, Marisbeck. They encountered load shedding.
Like, lights off.
Yeah, exactly. Let me buy.
Are they saying load shedding or just power cut? You know,
There's no power cut. Load shedding. People are explicit. It's load shedding. It's there. So these things are they
Yeah.
tend to benefit someone.
Of course.
Even the diesel supply at Eskom, who
Yes.
stands to benefit out of that?
We do know that Marapos, one of his companies, is doing the turbine, what?
The maintenance of
Turbine
the
maintenance, yes.
Yeah.
Hence, we need load shedding so that turbines can break and then they
Yeah.
can be able to maintain.
Some of our brothers and sisters, they can tell you the ones that are working in power power stations.
Power stations, yes.
They are not permanent. Majority of them are not permanent. They'll tell you that we work for this company. If you draw and look closely, those companies that are doing subcontracts of Eskom,
Yes.
they are owned by these very same politicians.
Wow.
So
We know Motsepe is half of these IPPs are his.
yeah.
We know that. And obviously, what's his name? Before, the Minister of Energy. Jeff. Jeff Lane is
the wife.
part of that.
Yeah, the wife is doing serious business. All of them. That's why all these so-called ANC heavyweights were campaigning. Tokyo is there. Mutante is there through his wife. Ncele. Mbeki is there through Zanele. All of them, they're there. French Chicken, they're there. These people. All of them. That's why they were told to go and vote by the masters. Hey, if this thing becomes a 2/3 majority, we stand to lose all of us. And the likelihood is that all of them will be arrested.
Likelihood?
Yes.
Why? Why do you think so?
These people have stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were given shares. What did they work for? Majority of them, there's nothing that they built from scratch.
Exactly.
They've got shares. These people, they've colluded and colluded with all these capital masters.
And now they have to pay
are.
back.
Yeah. So they've sold the revolution.
Yeah.
We vote for them, we campaign, leadership. There's no leadership. there's nothing. It's a smoke screen.
Yeah.
They're disguising us that are on the ground.
Okay.
It's like a beauty contest. You see someone that's beautiful, but once they remove their mask, then everything
Answer everything is
you come across a monster. The makeup is gone.
All right. So what's the way forward for MK, Brad? Like Lahireng or that party?
No, Obama has addressed, I think, on Saturday, even today.
Yeah.
Want a rerun of the elections.
If there's no rerun?
That will happen, inevitably. Because we've got 58 seats in the legislature there.
Yes.
So without those 58, it means that there's no quorum.
So you are going to collapse?
Yeah, we can collapse.
Because we saw...
It's not only MK. I'm telling you, Patriotic Alliance is also part, UDM. It's a clique of all these political movements that are there in parliament, that are left-leaning. And they're all in agreement.
Okay, because I've got a tweet here. Yeah, the MK threatens not to go to parliament. That's Ncele, your spokesperson, right? This means the National Assembly will not be properly constituted to begin any work, not even to elect the president. The constitution requires no less than 350 representatives to make a parliament. So,
correct.
58 of you, plus maybe let's say PA and the others.
It's a sizable amount. And this thing must happen within the next 14 days.
Okay.
It won't materialize.
Yeah.
So there will be negotiations and lobbying and crossing and everything that will happen. A lot is happening now as we're speaking. A lot.
Yeah.
I was speaking with someone earlier on that I've not seen Mashatile. They call him Don Pablo, these puppets of the ANC.
Yeah.
Don
Pablo.
Yeah, that's what they call him.
Where is he now?
Anywhere. Anyway, it could be anywhere. Anywhere.
I mean, Fikir Mullah said something earlier. It was yesterday.
Yeah. I don't pay too much attention to Mbalula.
Yeah.
He's just a rascal. That for nothing.
What he said was, when Samuel Maseko asked him, are you now being with the DA? He's like, DA and us, we are water and oil. That's what he said. And we're gonna be doing the will of the people. I don't know which people are actually talking about because they can't even differentiate who our people is nowadays. But then today I see a tweet of one of the serious cheerleaders, Gulam. You know what I told you about him? He's like, the first phase of talks have already been done.
Yeah.
Between the DA and ANC.
I saw that tweet.
Did you see the tweet?
Yeah.
And then he mentioned all those supra, blah, 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 and the rest of them, what they were outlined and everything else. I want us the paper to come to that, the NEC of ANC. What happened? Because I didn't see the tweet that they did that today.
A lot of things are happening within the... Now, as we speak, people are not sleeping. That's why I was making a typical example about Don Pablo.
Yes.
It could be anywhere in the country. It could be anywhere.
Doing what?
Saving his key in the brain. That very same Gulam indicated that DA does not want Mashatile.
Yes.
And as much as they don't want Mashatile, they'll go into bed with the ANC, but ultimately they'll want that matriculant to emerge as the president.
Yeah.
Because they'll want to deal with Ramaphosa through Palapal.
Wow. Do they know?
It will be a back end.
Do they know Bonnet and so they feel like they're putting?
Like I told you at the beginning, there's no permanent friends, there's no permanent enemies.
Yeah.
And I also heard there's through a gossip on Facebook and all the tip-offs that we are receiving from our friends within the ANC itself, that Mbeki is the one that is running the deal to ensure that the DA and the ANC merger happens.
For what?
We don't know. But those two political parties are ideologically far apart.
Yes, of course.
It's water and oil, they can't mix.
So do you really think that...
Because they serve the same masters.
Yes.
They must find a way to work together.
Yeah.
You see? And as a result, Mashatile will find himself in the periphery.
Yeah.
And not only in this arrangement of the DA and the ANC. even if the ANC were to join a merger and remove Ramaphosa,
Yes.
Mashatile is not the Messiah. He is not the one to deliver us. He's out.
Yeah.
But it's a problem. It's factions after factions that are fighting them. It's
Now.
imploding. I'm telling you now.
So don't you think, or whatever that's the remaining of the ANC, they can be able to fracture again in between? Then DA can't even have those numbers. They can join MK.
Exactly. Anything is possible at this stage.
Yeah.
Anything is possible.
Because
But the DA and ANC merger can only favor MK.
by
All these people will leave. All of them. All of them will leave. Because ideologically, they'll want to subscribe to politics of the leftist.
yeah, I got this clip here, Gaten McKenzie. I don't know if you know about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play some of it because it's 9 minutes long. So
Abahambe.
yeah, I just want to mooring Abogadi councillors because I saw one. Yeah, because I saw one.
They don't know. It was well known. There were people that were ready to cross the floor.
Are they still ready now?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
From which municipalities are we talking?
Ekurhuleni, Tshwane, as well as Joburg. Speaking of metros only, these municipalities leave them. District municipalities.
Okay, but metros in like Ekurhuleni, Johannesburg, and here.
Yeah.
So they're ready to jump
I can
ship.
even show you a WhatsApp of those people, and some of them are my friends. I'm telling you, who are speaking from an informed position. There are many of them
That are gonna be jumping ship.
Yeah, they said that go that direction. We're leaving.
When they go towards the DA thing.
Yes, it means that we're hugging oppressors. We're
Exactly.
kissing the oppressor. We're hugging someone who has oppressed us for all these years.
And you want to put him back in power.
You have whipped us.
Because I love this guy. Listen to this. Just listen to this man. Hey.
I want to tell you what has happened here, so that you know. Let me start I will end up with what's happening in the Western Cape with the votes. But let me start with the main thing that you must understand. It's important I tell you this before I'm going to tell the world. Guys, if you can remember, I kept on telling you guys how popular Zuma is. If anybody can remember that, and if you think I'm lying, go back and see. I've been telling people that I even stuck my neck out and I said he's more popular than Nelson Mandela. If you can remember that. Then I also told you that I wrote a book called Kill Zuma by Any Means Necessary. Now, why am I telling you these things? I'm telling you these things because there's a group of billionaires in this country. And now you have to listen very carefully. There's a group of billionaires in this country that hate Zuma. But they don't just hate him for him to disappear. They hate him and they want him to publicly hang, for a lack of a better description. You must listen very nicely what I'm saying. They want to finish him.
I wanted where he's mentioning those councillors, you know?
Yeah, those 70 councillors.
Yeah, because he did say that there is councillors leaving.
Yeah.
What do you have? What do you know? Well, like you said, when you said you've got information, inside information, WhatsApp, whatever groups. So what's going to be the plan? How is it going to be done?
Like I'm telling you,
if the DA goes with the ANC,
that is a marriage of inconvenience. There's nothing of convenience that can put ANC and the DA together.
Together, yes.
Really nothing at all. If that happens, it's then to benefit the middleman.
Yeah.
So between the DA and the ANC as we speak, only the EFF and the MK can take as much numbers.
Yeah.
Majority of them, just like you were saying earlier, in his opening remarks, he says that Jacob Zuma is the most popular politician. That even he puts his head on the block and saying he's surpassing Mandela.
Yes.
Which is true. You saw on Saturday the pool of numbers, the attraction, including the ANC members themselves.
I was shocked.
Novola had to stand up. Helen Zille fell off. He was pushed by a bodyguard and sit down.
Was it Helen Zille?
It was Helen Zille that was on the far end there.
But she looked like a reporter, man. I thought it was just one of the reporters. It was
You're
Helen
referring
Zille.
to a reporter that was not a reporter.
Yeah.
It was a lady that was there earlier on when Gwede and Mbalula were there.
Yes.
On.
Yeah.
They're referring to that one.
Because she said it was Helen. I'm like, nah, man.
Yeah,
When we
it was
watched the
Helen
video, I was
Zille.
like, no, maybe
It was Helen Zille. It was Helen Zille.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that crowd, it was a huge pool of people that were going. That man is a magnet. He attracts all these things. You know, he has a rapporteur with the people of South Africa.
Yeah.
understand the game very well, the sympathy, an epitome of attraction.
Yes.
Now people are obsessed as to what would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, even journalists are found wanting. It's all speculation.
Yes.
But he's got an ace up his sleeve.
Which is?
I'm not sure.
Can't you just give us a little clue?
No, I don't have anything at my disposal to disclose at this particular moment.
Yeah.
One that has been revealed is that one of the sitting of parliament.
Yes, that's going to be like
that is one. But I can guarantee you that there's something surpassing that.
Is it?
I don't know.
Seems like you know more, but tell us what is that
No,
thing.
that is intelligence of the organization.
But it's not going to be violence, most, right?
No, nothing.
Okay.
What peaceful means, we don't want violence.
Yes.
Nothing will be meted against the army. And we know that Ramaphosa is already unleashed,
Because apparently they've sent
Christmas.
soldiers and whatnot already. They've sent even this one. They've sent police.
Yeah, what is the thing? NASPET or something? This thing of theirs, the intelligence unit. They
Yeah.
have arrested a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people for inciting violence, for forwarding messages of violence and everything. People that were dissatisfied of the electoral outcomes and everything.
Yeah.
You see.
Okay.
But no, violence is the last means of them. But there's many things. So Gayton on his own personally, he has matured into politics like fine wine.
Yes.
Very, very matured. And can analyze. He did indicate last year already that if Zuma goes to parliament, they said Zuma can't go to the National Assembly.
Yes.
He told them simple, that is not your own making. They can go to parliament. If they get 2/3 majority, they'll put the president that can act for 2 days.
Yeah.
Then on the next day can appoint Zuma.
Yeah.
Yeah, or can step down and use that very 2/3 majority to go to parliament and elect him.
Exactly.
So there are many ways in which this thing can happen.
Yeah.
But the rerun is one of them that is on the eve. That can happen. That I can guarantee you.
That is going to happen.
And if a rerun happens, and if the date is not set aside for general elections, then it's game over for the ANC.
How so?
It's game. They won't get numbers. There's already these rumors that are circulating that there's this marriage. What we are discussing of those 70 councillors, they're waiting just for an opportune moment.
Then from there you're going to be jumping ship to
It's a
MK,
flock
right?
crossing.
Then what's going to happen? Give us the rundown of if they do that.
They move.
Because many people don't understand. Okay, because I told this other person more Twitter, you don't understand politics. You know how they moved. Because if they move, it's like 70 people with 70
Yeah,
wards.
but it's
right?
across different metros. It's not like 70 within one
Of
mayor.
each. Okay, so
Yeah.
70, all
So
of them
composition
combined.
of them,
So it's 3 metros in this province
3
alone.
metros, yeah.
Johannesburg, Tshwane, and Ekurhuleni,
Ekurhuleni,
right?
correct.
So all of them are 70. That means it's
Yeah.
70 wards. The whole.
In Ekurhuleni, it will collapse that sitting arrangement that Dr. Kagaza has
Yeah.
as the sitting mayor. It will collapse that arrangement.
Yes.
So it will gone.
If those ones they leave, they go to MK.
Exactly.
Okay.
MK does not have a presence in any local municipality. So they'll form a pact amongst themselves there and
Yeah.
lead themselves up until such time we go to local government election or dissolve council.
Yeah.
But the council will have to go for a rerun. You see.
I see.
So it's a problem on their own. They're sitting on a time bomb. It's a time ticking bomb.
But are you sure it's gonna really happen? Guaranteed.
If the ANC just does what they're doing, Zuma is sitting comfortably, he's calculated the moves.
Yeah.
If they dare do that, it's finished.
Yeah.
There's nothing that is going to be left of the ANC. It's gone.
Can you see that?
You can't go into a marriage and go to bed of capital.
Marvel, how did they even think of
Whereas
doing
all
that?
this time you've been preaching communism.
And beside, they had an advert that says the union between ANC, MK, and EFF.
You see,
It's a disaster.
MK, EFF, Patriotic Alliance, and UDM. They've got their own set of conditions for the ANC. Hence, I said that there's a common denominator. All of them they don't want Ramaphosa.
Yeah.
That is the common denominator that I was referring to.
Because your Secretary General ex Bargimang Fikile are in a no-go area.
It's clowning, that one.
Oh, you don't take him serious, man.
It's clowning. It's not about him. Right now, it's not about what Mbalula wants.
Isn't what maybe the NEC said?
No,
Maybe because, I mean, the
the
way he
ANC
spoke.
is divided. It's disintegrated. They could not sit in fact stomach an hour of discussion.
Like, we're going to come to that in a
Because the
second.
ANC sits for 4 days. It
Yeah.
sits from Friday up until Monday,
Yes.
discussing 2 or 3 topics.
Yeah.
Now they can't even stomach one because they can't stand each other.
What happened there? Give me the insight.
They're accusing each other.
Because let me see if maybe I can find something on X. Because I didn't get it.
They're accusing each other that there's those within the collective that are colluding with MK, some with EFF.
Yeah.
Yes, and some are already in advanced stages discussing with the DA. And those are the likes of Hanekom.
Hanakom is there already, Len.
Yeah, I agree. He left government. He didn't leave the NEC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
They're made.
Okay. Gulam is speaking nonsense all the time.
But not everything is nonsense. You must be able to analyze critically what is at
this
play.
person is saying. Yeah.
Yes. I can tell you from MK, in their discussions,
Yeah.
obviously Ramaphosa, they don't want him.
Yeah, obviously, they did say that. That's the first condition that he must go.
And some of their demands would be to take key strategic portfolios within the cabinet there.
Yeah.
One of them being what you call public enterprise.
Uh-huh.
And removing that intelligence from the presidency.
Of course. Why is it there in the first place anyway?
Exactly. You see? EFF, they want what? Floyd to be the
finance minister. Which I will say, let them do it.
Floyd is by far the best.
Yeah, he is the best. The boy actually...
It's very good. There's also matured into politics. Even his discussions, none come close to him. The last time they were correcting even Kikaba, they all was mimicking his words there.
Yeah.
Laughing at him together with Ncele.
Yeah.
Because these people, they don't read. They get to be written things there. They discuss things that they are not fully informed of.
Yeah.
And Patriotic Alliance, they want Kenny to be a Minister of Home Affairs.
Kenny?
Yes.
And
UDM,
why remove Mutoledi? Oh, Ghana Kenny
must leave.
Why? Mutoledi is doing a very good job.
Of what?
Of whatever he's doing.
No. I must just sit down.
Why is like you have to poach?
He erected that border gate there and that wire for 2 million.
No, but it was President Jalil, isn't it? It was like a kid.
Public Works.
Yeah.
But that thing, it's under the Department of
Home Affairs.
Home Affairs, yeah.
Is it?
Those border gates, yeah. It's a security class that it falls under the Department of Home Affairs.
Yeah, but the person who commissioned the fence was Delil.
Is Delil by virtue of working in public enterprise.
Okay, yes.
But who
Public Works, right?
Yeah, Public Works.
Okay.
Public Works, before they put Sihle.
Yes.
They commissioned it, but they're also part of the problem there because it's responsible there. That thing was just a Vingivongo. Everyone could do as they please there through that crocodile river.
Yeah.
Well, people can just travel from Zimbabwe, from Bulawayo to go to Messina to buy. They go back. It's a simple thing.
Yes.
That's why those very concerned about this thing. So even in this arrangement, they'll have to find each other. This thing of open borders is not something that we are really going to approve of here in Africa. We'll do those things when the infrastructure is properly, in place.
Yeah.
Because then Europe, you can do it. You can move from Greece to go to England to go and watch a game of football.
Oh, you mean like the same as European Union, the EU is?
That's what he means when he refers to open borders. Not just the thinking of.
Then he must actually make it clear as well on board.
Anyone
must just say one passport.
Yeah, free for
you
all.
can still be able to move through countries with all the rules in place. Yeah. Because people, when they hear open borders, they think, jump at Zimbabwe.
No.
Zimbabwe no jump and all those things.
Explanation.
Yeah.
He's referring to the model that has been used in Europe and Asia.
Yeah.
Which is easily accessible through countries.
Yes, because in Europe it's EU, right? Yes. One passport, one currency.
Yeah, it's the EU.
But they still have their own things and stuff. All right. Exactly. Breaking news, Gulamare, His Majesty the King of the Zulu Nation, Mrs. Zulu Ngobile Kgosi has released a powerful statement applauding the IEC for organizing a free and fair elections. The King also calls on law enforcement agencies to deal firmly with those who seek to cause instability and mayhem. The King has instructed all citizens in hostels around Gauteng and Durban to report an attempt aimed at instigating violence, instability and lawlessness. Is that true? Because I see there's he does have a statement. Let me just try to see if maybe I can be able to read it. This boy, why is he people working?
Oh.
Like this one. Does he know? Yeah. No. Can I the King?
Oh, Mrs. Zulu.
All right, Yari, the statement said, but for immediate release, 3rd June today, right? Yari, King Mrs. Zulu applaud IEC for free and fair elections. His Majesty the King, Mrs. Zulu has applauded, blah, blah. Then His Majesty comments all political, but okay, yeah. Actually, this guy is like he just did a copy and paste. Because he says he's all in hostels around Gauteng and Durban to reporting attempts aimed at instigating violence, instability, and lawlessness. His Majesty is confident that all political leaders will commit themselves to respect the outcome of the elections and to play their roles in promoting peace development. Does he know what's happening, Mr. Zulu?
I don't think he has a gravity of full understanding.
Yeah,
as to what's at play. Because you'll forgive us for critiquing kings because now we're supposed to
to protect them.
serve under them, and hold them in high esteem.
But then,
some of the things that they're saying, they're rushing. They're using the kingdom, and it's because their salaries are drawn from the very same government that is in charge now.
Yes.
So they'll make these ridiculous statements, which is a little unwarranted.
Yeah.
Because within the Zulu makeup, you've got the ANC, you've got IFP, you've got MK. So it's really going to cause confusion
amongst everybody else.
Exactly.
What's the Malaka is not even affecting him? Because I don't understand why should he come to politics
Take
now.
a step back and attend the inauguration
and cut ribbons and get a car and cut too much money and sit there and relax. Because you're not. It's not like you are like King Charles.
Yeah, but
you don't have any power to say anything.
But they will forgive him. So
yeah,
you must just take a step back.
Yeah, because now if he does this, he will open himself up.
So some of these things are unwarranted, man. They're not something.
Especially if people are crying 578 objections. Now you come and say no, but this was fair and free and fair. I mean, really, come on.
It's problems.
Why is the EFF so quiet, yo? Tell me. Like EFF, what happened to Malema? He's like he got
fighters. They take command. You saw even yesterday, Julius speaks alone. When was it on Saturday?
Oh, Saturday, I think he is.
I think he was
Saturday.
On Saturday, and he said a mouthful of things there.
That didn't make sense because I'm like, how did this guy just accept or no, guys?
And prior to him arriving there, Floyd was in the booth, I think, with SABC News.
Yes.
And was referring to those, irregularities that took place in Worcester or somewhere in the Western Cape or Tshwane. I remember they were making mention of them. And the Northern Cape. So I don't know why Julius comes and then endorses the results. It really baffles us.
But then, I mean, like, he's so quiet.
But he made a proper analysis that they've lost a significant chunk. If you can check.
To you.
Yeah, he admitted. He lost to MK.
But then the stadium was full.
But he was very happy that they've reduced the ANC to size.
Yeah.
So
but the way he's so meek, my brother. Who threatened him? Like, who do you even?
I mean, they're being funded. Is it Mazzotti or something?
Mazzotti is not even around Oppenheimer and whatnot.
Yeah, but he's a funder as well. He's got vested interest to distribute tobacco as well in South Africa.
Cigarettes, apparently.
So the bosses, once they've spoken, you don't have any say. So you must mind your words, what you say.
Yeah.
You must tread very carefully how you move.
Yeah.
They've endorsed the seats, but they've done fairly well. We must also congratulate them.
They lost how many seats?
I think it's 3.
Or 3.
That's 44, they're in 39.
Yeah.
4.
So 3 people are not going to
4 or 5. Yeah, it's not a huge loss. Initially in 2014, they were 25. They've increased.
They went to 44 years.
Now it's 39. So it's not bad. They've not lost out on many.
Are they open to join with MK?
There were sons and daughters.
So they're willing.
Yeah, they're prepared.
Okay.
They're prepared. Julius is not hostile, We were amenable to working together. Even this past elections, I think if those of you that were in voting stations will have seen EFF and MK, they've got cordial relations. We get along very well. There's no animosity. There's a high level of understanding amongst each other. I think it will trickle down even to local government.
Okay. Gulamare, the DA and ANC had already had their first round of discussions. Is it true?
I'm not too sure. But
this was a tweet.
I'm not too,
yeah, today.
The absence of Mbalula at the op center there.
Yeah, he said they water and oil, right? They don't mix.
No, I don't believe that.
And he never said that.
Stenhazen was also not there. I've not seen Stenhazen there.
Yeah, he has never been there.
So those people were busy. There were discussions that were happening.
Okay.
As votes were coming in, there were discussions happening in the background.
And he went on to say it was friendly, fruitful, and constructive. The DA seemed to want a peaceful and prosperous South Africa free of corruption more than anything else, have not made impossible demands. Gwede is fighting tooth and nail to tie up the ANC with the corrupt Jacob Zuma and his MK party, who have made outlandish demands, including the removal of Cyril Ramaphosa president. Is Gwede eyeing the price of a seat of president together with MK and EFF? That is Gulam, your Gulam. I don't know this person, is it a woman or a man or whatever, but he is really into this thing. And
yeah, but what he says must not be treated as fiction.
Yeah.
Gwede could be. Gwede, you can tell by his body language that he's fed up with what is happening.
Yes.
You see, and I feel sorry for him to be chairing that NEC
Now.
especially with such hostilities that are taking place.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that they'll do is that you cast a vote of no confidence in him.
On him, yes, and vote him out. But do you think they can be able to raise the numbers?
No, it's not them who can vote him out. It must be for conference. But they can request a vote of no to excuse himself from chairing.
Oh.
He'll recuse himself and he'll find someone.
Okay. Just because they will say what he's conflicted or.
Yeah, there are many things that are happening. Many things. It's people's livelihood. They themselves, they want to enjoy blue lights. There's a younger generation of the ANC as well that wants to emerge out of that.
Yeah.
So everyone wants representation at some point or the other. It's about if I go out, what do I get?
Yeah.
Or I'm going to be a member of the diplomatic corps. Others are wondering, I'll be deployed here in Lesotho. I can even drive there and come back. So there are a lot of issues that are at stake.
Okay, I got this clip here between Gwede and Ace. Listen to this one. Umposo, what do you think?
London. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm going to call a conference. Yeah. For yourself, MK, and everybody. Okay. Yeah, we can't split ourselves. We are still revolutionary. We don't split them. Don't worry. I was going on a conference in my bed. This house.
Okay. Ncele Gwede, I'm going to call a conference of all of you, MK, EFF, everyone who split out. We are still revolutionaries. And Ace asked him, we're still revolutionaries. Yes, we can't be split like this.
Yeah.
At
the end of the day, all of them, these people, they share the same umbilical cord.
Yeah.
They're from the same womb, all of us. All of us.
Yes.
So it's very difficult to do this. That's why in some instances, negotiations can be easier.
Yeah.
Amongst themselves.
Okay. But what do you make of that? Do you think that can happen?
No. This is Gwede being petty. It's not about him. I doubt the leadership of the ANC will allow
that conference to go ahead.
Yeah, I doubt. Fikile won't. Nomvula is under micromanagement. Nomvula is one of the proponents that are supporting Zoom.
Yeah.
There's very close like Bosupra and Dakota and all of them. You see. And there's that Maruping, is our former leader in the youth league.
Yeah.
Back then. That's redundant. It's a useless second deputy secretary.
Shame.
It just doesn't.
I've never seen I've never seen them anywhere. I can't even know I know them. Oh, shame. I should give him more like this, to be honest. I know them for a
in the presidency. They don't give him too much space to maneuver. Just his portfolio is performance and evaluation.
Oh.
Monitoring and evaluation. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So she's there in Korean buildings.
Yeah. But also the organization. I guess it's just to manage the deployees of the ANC.
Yes.
But it's not doing anything. It's not like it's sending out reports or anything.
The one who does that give Fikile in Nomvol.
Yeah, and she's supposed to send the report to Fikile.
Yes.
For the president to act. But they've not done anything. There's no reshuffle. Just Cyril's administration is just something that is very much useless in that. Just sanitation.
They just said that.
There's nothing. No one has been questioned on doing what. It's just the circus that we are seeing in front of our eyes. Yeah.
So the DA-ANC measure, many white people are supporting this.
What, the DA-ANC?
Yeah.
No.
I'm telling you.
No. A lot of white people will support it for obvious reasons because they want the taste of power.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Is it? They want to come back and say, listen.
But I can guarantee you something. If white people come closer to you, does not mean they recognize you.
Of course.
Look at what they've done with my man. They use him as a tea bag.
Yes, and after a failed experiment.
Exactly. They've done the same thing to Lindiwe Mazibuko.
A lot of them.
Many leaders.
That boy who gave them clean audits,
Bongani.
Yes.
Yeah.
I go with just Shiluva. And it's part of the people that are saying, no, we cannot do this. Shiluva party can
It's very revolutionary. It's very revolutionary, that boy.
Yeah. All right. Listen to this clip I got that again here. This other white guy, Abuaka, got a DA major. Listen.
Hello, Mr. Ramaphosa. Your golden opportunity is now. Cement your legacy as the man who saved South Africa. It is time for the ANC to dump the insanity of land expropriation without compensation and the NHI bill in its current form, and choose the DA to go into coalition with. This will save South Africa. Investment will pour into the country, jobs will be created, unemployment will dive, and the economy will boom. South Africa has no chances left. Shake the hand of the DA.
It's a lot of nothing.
What's happening to us?
No, you imagine.
Yeah, I mean, like,
so we must
abandon
we must divorce
land
the
thing.
struggle.
Yeah, couldn't we just forget?
We must forget about NHI. No, really, where are we? To please who?
Isn't this what the DA wants from the ANC? To say, listen, we stop this thing.
Yeah, that's what obviously they want. The DA and the ANC, they are not first entering into this coalition. It's not out of the blue, or it's just something that is just emerged now.
Yeah.
Remember on Section 25 when we had to vote in the National Assembly?
Yes.
The ANC and the DA forged ahead together and voted against that motion that was being tabled by the EFF. So it tells you currently that the ANC is not on the right path to attain the National Democratic Society. We're not on the path of NDR.
Yeah.
And we'll never attain NDR.
Yeah.
If we are to follow this route.
Of course.
So the land is the national question. It's at the center of everything.
Yes.
We can't abandon the struggle and focus on other mediocre issues.
Yes.
So that we can serve the interest, the minority. Well, and the ANC stands to lose a lot. Yes, but I can tell you that immediately when they do that, COSATU will pull out. These pseudo-communists of the SACP will also pull out. So there's a lot at stake here.
Yeah. But do you really think they will do that? COSATU and everything else, because COSATU nowadays is like they are now a little arm of the ANC.
Those ones they're finished. COSATU is finished. AMCO has finished everything that's still there, relevant of the.
I even asked this one. What's his name? Vavi.
Yeah.
Mr. Vavi, did they really promise you a cabinet seat, Bafanas? Because you're so pro ANC nowadays. And your job was to fight for workers to get an increment. They never did it for 3 years, I think, now, 2 or 3 years.
Post-COVID, nothing.
Yeah. What is your job, actually, as a union? People are paying you every month, but you guys are doing nothing for your workers. And you're busy preparing too much about what the ANC, Zuma, there's Zuma. I'm like,
this thing of unions is very much stupid. It's backward. You know, if you follow Asian markets, if you go to Japan and China and everything, there's nothing called a tripartite alliance.
Yes.
There's never an existence of the working class together with the ruling party. Nothing.
Yes.
Because we'll always be in collusion.
Of course.
These ones, they're suppressing. The ruling party suppresses these ones.
Yeah.
It will never exist anywhere in the world. It's useless.
Okay.
Marxism, there's never failed. You know, these ones that are preaching Marxism, they're liars. West liars. They're pseudo-communists. Because they claim that to be the vanguards of the communities, but they're not doing anything. And custodians of the working class. We are suffering now. Things are going up.
Yeah.
Petrol has gone up, interest rates. I was telling you the other time that just after these elections, they're just waiting for the dust to settle. Interest rates are going to go up.
Yeah.
We'll feel the pinch of this economic setup that we find ourselves in.
I just see a tweet from McKinsey now. And step 1, DA forms coalition with the ANC. Step 2, Palmerston charged and removed. Step 3, John Steenhuisen becomes DP. Step 4, FF plus brings up Pala and CR removed, and John becomes president.
That's the one that I was telling you earlier on.
Yeah.
The matriculant is being opportunistic.
Yes.
That matriculant is being opportunistic. I'm telling you.
Wow.
And for the only condition that the DA has is for Steenhuisen to be a deputy president. And they've said it prior to elections that they don't have a problem working with the
ANC, so long as
they don't want Mashatile.
Why? They don't want Mashatile. What do you think?
No, it's a threat to them.
How so?
They want to use Steenhuisen as a step ladder to the presidency. And they know that if you can put him there as a deputy, already come the next general elections, it's just a step away from entering there.
But imagine, Mebra, we have a
And what happens if CR leaves the country on an international visit?
Yeah.
And Steenhuisen stays behind.
How they get president? Imagine.
It's going to do what Mangosuthu did.
Yeah.
When,
send the whole army to Lesotho.
It's going to do the same thing.
Now we have another headache, my brother, before it all, because we still have a lot of time. 33 minutes left. I want that.
There's a lot of things to discuss. But
there's a lot, my brother. And that's like,
time.
You know what I like? I like this casualness. It's nice, eh? Not to be so formal with whatever, just talk. Emuna, di man, kiman, ndada jabulan. We le ko today. Yeah, that's job. We le ko to the money. Onyaka is MK back. What can later to MK Philippines?
You see, I was telling someone that I was traveling to my lift club back from work today.
Yes.
That this one is a necessary irrit He's frustrating the process.
Yeah.
So it's been told there's no prospect of this case being won anyway. If you are looking at the merits of that case and the presentation that was done by both legal parties.
Yes.
Well, you heard that what Java is saying, it's absolute nonsense. There's neither here nor there.
He says
it does not stand.
One letter that he wrote.
He himself, he resigned. He stepped down from IEC.
And he said
it's on record.
And there's a video for that. I was like,
videos.
Videos. I was like, okay.
He went and addressed a mass rally.
Yes.
In a Madadi in Newcastle.
Yes. Because we heard. Yeah. I'm a commander.
He said it. And all this time, Zuma knew that this one is a mpimpi.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew all this time that it's a mpimpi.
Because what he said, Jacob Nagola, I go newsroom. Then by this girl, I just forgot the first name.
Yeah.
She said, yeah, he was there. It was him, Kumalo, and his brother.
Oh, the interview that took place before elections last week.
Yes. And he was there, and his brother was there, and the other person was there as well.
There were 4 of them.
4 of them, yes. Yeah. And Jumar, I told him, I can't register this thing.
Because if I register it, it's going to raise alarm.
It's going to be a big thing, yes. Yeah. So we're going to use your name.
Yeah.
He said yes, and he agreed. He said, yes, it's fine, do that with me, not a problem.
Yeah.
They left. When they came back, that's when they gave them the name, right? The name. I think the money as well to register this thing.
Yeah.
And boom, everything was fine. Now, all of a sudden,
it's been used. This one is a non-starter. It's a non-starter, does not feature anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not known. Look at what he does there after leaving the court appearance there.
I saw that.
He waves at the members of MK. That's why there was that rowdy, violent conduct outside there. Oh, they're saying that you're not one of ours.
He was waving them, missing like your leader is here.
Yeah, he's greeting them. Almost you greet people. And he wants to lead people that don't want him.
Exactly, because I was asking.
How are you going to do that?
I asked this other question in this group. Lona nahana hore bari MK people MK ba so violent, very appeal. This guy, what does he think he can get?
Yeah.
Like if he does win this case, let's say by some miracle he wins this case, which party are you going to be ruling? By the way, because last time I checked, party is not about the name and the logo; it's about the people.
Exactly.
So people about MK still, you must be put as president of what?
You know, the unfortunate part is that he's risking with his own life, because at the end of the day, this thing is very, very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
You see?
Yes.
Because people can take out that frustration on him, he can be attacked and everything. And ironically, that very same that Land Cruiser, he was driving there. That 3 million Land Cruiser, he left in a black. No, Java's not calculative. He's not a politician. He's a necessary irrit.
Yeah.
He's frustrating the process. He's irritating everyone around there.
Because I don't understand what
but he must tread very carefully what he's doing.
No, they're going to hurt him.
I know it's been provocative, you know.
I mean, today, if today he didn't really learn his lesson that they're waiting for you outside the court.
Yeah.
When you get out, those
people, as that Land Cruiser left, there was, I think, a 4x4, a white 4x4. Then,
Salamra.
Yeah, Hilux. There was escorting him, security.
Oh.
They overpowered that security. Yeah, those people so he's taking chances. He must not live like that. Those are unfortunate things that you want to see in a democracy. You know, you might fight these battles, but sometimes as an individual, you must know when to withdraw.
Yeah.
And take a stand back that no, enough is enough.
Exactly.
Because now all those people that were funding him within the MK, from outside and using him as a force within MK, now they're telling him that go and frustrate the process. He himself, he knows the dangers of what comes with those territories of moving around and going to court appearances and everything.
Yes.
It's not safe for him. So he must take a step back. The organization does not want him, and they recognize Ubab. Because the more that he provokes them, the more it will incite violence. It will end up very ugly for everyone. You don't want ugly scenes here.
No, well, because
we condemn violence by as strong as possible means.
Are they going to meet again tomorrow?
They've reserved judgment. I don't know when it will be handed down. But I think that they'll have to go in for formal judgment. It might be tomorrow, latest by Wednesday.
But as in reserving judgment, that simply means you have lost.
Yeah, they've reserved. No, I heard like the arguments.
Not you guys, but Barai and Baraiwana. You have lost.
Dalimpofu and that, who's that, May, that Ncele. They walked over those boys. There's nothing.
Because I'm
not a good law expert, but But you win the case by virtue of merits, by the evidence that you present. There's a walkover there.
Yeah, because what really Mpofu was putting out there, ne, was
he sent a letter himself to IEC.
Yeah, two of them.
Yeah,
even a phone call.
Yeah,
to confirm what he said twice, because in his own affidavit, he says, "I have only written one letter, which Ncele forced me to forge, which forged my signature."
Yeah.
And then Dalimpofu came with the exact quote, yeah, hi. I wrote the first letter. I did. And I sent it to IEC to change me to put Jacob as the leader and the face.
Yeah.
And then IEC came back and said, no, you don't understand what you're saying, Pilapil. You understand what I'm saying? So he said, okay, fine. Then I did a second letter. That's what I'm saying.
And the IEC is very clear that the face of the organization is the one that is leading the organization.
Yes.
Very clear.
Yes.
And they told them in verbatim terms that we are not going to fiddle in the affairs of the organization.
Yeah.
But as far as IEC is concerned, we only recognize this one.
Oh,
by virtue of you having written.
Yeah, twice.
That you are stepping down.
Yes. And then they still say, no. Quote. Because but Dalimpofu, and I quote him. And then I took up the phone. JB. What is that you don't understand when I say he is the leader, not me anymore? But on their on the argument, they are arguing for no. He only wrote one letter. So that already have a bet. Unless the judges tell the regular one.
But it is an admittance that you have written something to IEC.
To
indicating that you're stepping down. So there's not really much that can be done. It's just that's just wasting the judge's time.
Because they argued something like it was under duress.
And one of the arguments that was brought forward by May, the other councillor that is working with Dalimpofu, is that this thing is not supposed to be here on Injured Matters. It's not, does not have any legal standing. To be
no agency.
Yeah, there's no agency for this application to be heard. It was supposed to be put aside there. We can see it maybe 6 months after election. It's not something that could be entertained now. You're wasting the court's time. The role is very long. But entertain serious matters. This one is not one of them.
And then you just come with this nonsense.
The judgment, just the first sentence or paragraph, they're going to dismiss that argument that they have.
Then after that, what's going to be the next step? Just to think, what do you think is going to happen next time?
For
the JK, yeah.
You must just step down. You must just stop this thing. You must formally go and join ANC.
Yeah.
Leave. Yeah,
I mean, the guy was given money, for goodness sakes.
A lot of money.
They think they want that money.
A lot of money that some of us yen for. But you can't sell your soul in the revolution. And I know there's prices to pay and everything. Everyone has a price. No?
Yeah.
But really, you can't sell the struggle.
Yeah.
That's why back then, during the struggle days when the ANC was still underground,
yes,
if you are in Mpimpi, you are being dealt with. If they identified or hear that you're working with the security police, you are dealt with.
Yes.
I see.
There's another report that came out today. Somebody was suspended or removed from his position. I've got the letter here.
Yes, it's in KZN.
Yes, let me read him. Simpiwe, right? Simpiwe Mpokoze. The provincial, sorry. So, if you butcher your surnames, I'm sorry about that. Bare Utile from SS is provincial coordinator for KwaZulu-Natal.
Yes.
And Pongos was for one of the 4 senior members, tipped to be the party's premier candidates. Why was he removed? And who is this guy? I don't know him.
To be honest, I don't know. I think it was the second person. Previously, they removed someone as well in that position. It's because of we're infiltrated. People are given monies and everything, or they are promised.
So you think it was one of those?
Exactly. The intelligence that the organization has, it's very vast. We must be very, very careful in our conduct and how we manage our affairs.
Yes.
Immediately when it's known, or it becomes known to the organization that you are colluding with the organizations that are anti-MK, you'll become a casualty.
Yeah.
So people must not have lust for money or become overnight sensations.
So then you think it's part of that?
Everyone that gets to be removed or recalled, but not all of them. We've had leaders, young leaders, Abo Ncele, no, that's for strategic purposes so that comrades can sober up and come back more mature and they'll be redeployed. Not everyone, but some is for strategic reasons and some, it's purely because of there's a serious suspicions against their names.
Yeah, so they were bought to come and collapse the MK.
There are many. I told you even in the last
time, yes, because I remember your words when I saw them. Like, okay,
there are many,
one of those.
Even the composition of the list that was forwarded to IEC has a lot of people of dubious characters, and it will be sorted out, all of them. Like I indicated last time, that after elections, things will be in the straight and narrow. Many will fall by the wayside.
Yeah.
Well, the organization is a military organization. One commander, one general. You follow a line of march.
Yeah.
You don't ask for anything.
Wow. Okay.
You follow a command.
Yeah.
That's how it's a military organization. So there's a high level of law and order, and discipline must preside. You can't do as you wish.
So are you saying MK safe as we speak?
I was safe. I know a lot of doomsayers are saying that can we survive to the next elections?
Yes.
Comparing the organization to cope. This is not cope.
And yeah.
This is not. It will
even
even beyond Ubaba.
Yeah.
And any leader that will come and occupy that position will see. And it is not a family arrangement where Duduzile will come. Obviously, she's there. She's part of the leadership that started the organization. Is very close to the dad and everything, the leadership. But there's leaders behind the scenes, many.
Because they were saying that actually she is obviously going to be the one that's going to...
I saw rumors that she'll be a candidate for
presidency and whatnot. No, for presidency in parliament to replace...
it's people that are failing to apply tools of analysis.
Yeah.
That is a narrow thinking. Narrow, very narrow. We don't think like that in political setups.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll be part of the crop. It has happened in many organizations, including the ANC. Well, families will support each other. There'll be Sisulu and everything.
Yeah.
Likewise here. But it's an entitlement. We'll work the ground.
It's not like you are going to be obviously given this thing because we don't want to zoom and whatnot.
No, it does not happen like that. The organization is very clear in terms of protocol and everything.
Yeah.
See. Even in EFF, there's not a Malema setup there.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
People with credibility will lead and the masses will decide for themselves.
Yeah. Listen to this. Not like people making videos. Listen to this one.
Comrades, good morning. The voters who voted against the ANC are very much active now, suggesting that the ANC has to sleep with the MK, EFF in a coalition. But I don't understand. You voted against the ANC. Can't you wait for the ANC to decide what it wants? If it wants to sit on the bench, ANC will sit on the bench and allow you guys to be governed by the DA and EFF and rest of them. Why are you begging the ANC to stay on power? You voted against the ANC. Now you must relax and wait and see the stance of the ANC. You know, if the ANC doesn't want to contest, says, okay, guys, we don't want to be part of government, we'll be...
Okay. What to say? He will lead himself and the ANC coalition, not MK. We don't have time for clowns. He must enjoy his money from Rango in peace. Whenever we see him, we'll reject him in the meantime. IC has a tough task ahead of organizing a rerun or rectifying their nonsense and give up their votes, right? Give us their votes. The evidence against them is too much. All right. No, that's good. One of your groups, I believe.
one of the many people that I need agreement of this madness of Kumar.
Yeah. Marivela, for Hena Kumalo, what is he really hoping to gain by this thing? Because I don't understand. Does he really think Evan? Okay.
He stands anything to...
Yeah, look, I got wait, Mari. I got another group here. Somebody just sent me rent jumps thanks to weaker dollar. DANC deal hopes. Let me just open the article now. We're just gonna go a little bit there because pregnant. I'm sorry about the woman who's pregnant. I'm not referring to you, right? But I'm just saying this rent is behaving exactly like people are hormonal.
But it's good like that.
No, but
Let the ANC join the DA.
Ne,
Who are
go
ready to
fail.
welcome many of you.
Ne?
They know themselves that are at home living. Many of them. Many of them.
No, apparently run that thing, this rent is nonsense, young.
And if those things are anywhere to be true,
Yeah.
maybe it could be the reasons why IEC was in a rush to pronounce results.
Okay.
Because really, if we were to go for a rerun,
Yeah.
and this thing has happened and it has transpired and can be proven beyond reasonable doubt,
Okay.
that is the death of the ANC.
Well, breaking news. I don't know if this is I thought you get things like I don't know if this is it says Cyril Ramaphosa to announce his resignation from both parliament positions as president of ANC and RSA due to pressure from both NEC top 5 and his funders. He has put one condition before he resigns, that he gets immunity from Marikana and Pala as the two thorny charges that will send him immediately to jail.
No, it was sent yesterday, that one.
This thing,
Yeah.
you know about it.
No, I know.
Because-
But we've got intelligence.
Okay. This thing because it says leaked by one of the NEC members. Is that true or
That's
just
from yesterday, the yesterday evening. It could be true.
ne?
It could be true. There are a lot of discussions that are happening at this stage. I'm telling you. When I made reference to Don Pablo and then Mashatile is nowhere to be found.
Yes,
He's somewhere.
He's trying to consolidate
He's
himself.
somewhere. He's not folding his arms. He's not folding his arms. He's somewhere.
This guy must just resign. Let him just resign, go away. It's fine. You understand?
But
Shame.
if Ramaphosa resigns, then who must occupy that position? Because in the ANC, the deputy must assume the responsibility of the presidency.
And I can know
And
the only
Mashatile does not
person.
inspire confidence.
And the only
Really be told. That's why Gwede might be having ambitions of coming and working with all these political
Can a
parties.
speaker also happen? There's no speaker as well.
There are a lot of the speaker one is the office is already lapsed.
Okay,
Yeah,
but then who's the
Parliament
speaker?
is dissolved. Legislature is acting there, but there's nothing that is sitting there.
Don't you think maybe they can just put legislature? Because by protocol, they will understand.
Clowning. That one is a last clown.
Because they will understand it's the president, deputy, speaker.
As per the what you call it, the legislature.
Yeah, or
executive,
like
or the speaker.
The speaker comes in after the president.
Deputy, after the deputy.
Then after, if the speaker is not there, the chief justice must take over, right?
Yeah. You'll never get there. The chief justice,
I
don't know. You must leave. August is here. That one is preparing. He's vacating.
He's
that
supposed to
office
go,
for
yes.
Maya. Yeah.
Then Maya comes in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there won't be really much time for him to do anything.
So
it will never get to that stage. The problem within the ANC, it's identifying who must take over from Ramaphosa.
Maybe Mashatile will just do it for now.
Wow.
And then
Comrades in Gauteng, they want that, but it will never fly.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe just to put in for now,
Until where?
Until maybe, let's say, I guess they can just make a transition. Okay, but why not for now, just to have stability?
EFF might agree. Patriotic Alliance won't agree. MK won't agree. So is UDM.
Don't you think maybe they'll just say, listen, for now, maybe until the dust settles, where we can now constitute parliament and elect the president from amongst us as a MK.
Perhaps Gwede.
Maybe
Perhaps
Gwede.
Between Gwede and Mashatile,
Yeah.
most senior comrades in the ANC can tell you that, except for these ones of Gauteng. Again, these ones of Gauteng, they've got their own narrow interest that they are looking
Yes.
at. But generally, the membership of the ANC will tell Gwede is a better devil.
So, and I want anyone in the NEC how to fit down.
I'm not worried. The discussions in the NEC, they are easily open to everyone.
Okay.
They fly. News there, they fly. I've got there are a lot of leaders, that are sitting there. I don't want to mention people by names.
Of course, yeah.
So the news don't stay, they travel. Yeah, so
once again, like that one resign. Ramaphosa can just save himself. Just resign, go, done.
Yeah,
it's fine.
He's likely to resign because he must preserve his presidential benefits.
Benefits, yes.
Yeah.
And if this thing, he's looking for immunity from both of these things, from Pala and Marikana.
No one can guarantee him that.
Of course, no one can
they can agree
But then it's not up to them to dictate to NPA and whatnot to say, listen, you're not going to charge him or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not only him. Then there are many. They stand to lose a lot.
Yeah.
They stand to lose a lot. The majority of them.
Yeah.
So they must just save face and then step down.
Yeah. I'm not well at Modilum because of.
There's not really, man. They must give young people a break, you know. Yeah.
And a chance to in this day. Asia. It's
a huge conundrum that the country is faced with now. So we must just wait and see what happens.
What happens, ne?
The EFF has come outright and said that they're ready to lead in governance. So you can see that the conditions that will be brought forward. And I think Juju is also eyeing the deputy presidency.
Oh, and he wanted that bill. I know for a fact.
He's eyeing the deputy presidency. So there's a lot at stake.
Yeah, because I know he wanted that.
Olomisa can be a minister of defense. There are many things that can happen.
That can happen, eh?
Yeah. The last thing is the government of national unity. It will collapse because they won't agree, all of them.
Yeah.
Because the government of all political parties there.
At the same time. There's because all of them they want different things and they all want to rule. That's the problem.
That's the problem, yeah.
You see? Yeah.
That's the problem. You've got my money also there. If you go the route of government.
Don't talk about that man. My man is where's he going to get born again? He had this little interview. I'm like, this boy, where does he live? He's a boy because he's my age. I don't care. Yeah. Like, this boy, where does he live? Like, he lives in this little fantasy world, a job in every home. Where the hell did you get that from?
No, it's not possible.
I mean, really. Besides, we want it to be possible. But
it's not possible. It's not possible. And one thing, we'll mainly focus on the composition of the national government. There's also a crisis here, even at provincial government.
Yeah.
But Panyaza is also is fighting to emerge there.
And to retain his thing, yeah.
Yeah, but must be honest, must give credence where it's due. Panyaza has done very well. You know, we have little time, although those jobs that he created are not sustainable, but at least people are able to put bread on the table.
Even when he was education minister,
MEC of education, we can attribute the improved metric results in Gauteng to what he has started. And he has continued. Matome is also flourishing there, is doing very well, although not optimally like Panyaza.
Yeah.
Because big shoes to fill.
Of course.
But really, you know, if they were able to consolidate anything, then we can work with Panyaza.
What do you think of him, Musi?
Oh, my money.
Yeah.
My money is nowhere. There's nowhere. That one is a backbencher, must go and argue in opposite benches.
He's in parliament, eh?
Yeah, it's one seat.
One seat.
He's also himself there. The wife will be a cherry and the color there.
You can only one seat in parliament.
In the chambers there. It's only himself.
And he goes to take money from the very what people call him SA.
Exactly.
I'm like, how do you do that?
No, the intention was to deal with the ANC and take a huge chunk. So they never anticipated MK.
Yeah.
They never, all these political parties, they never anticipated MK. MK happened and then
damn.
Made a haywire, just everything.
No wonder the old man said, go register in your name. Like it said. How about you get in that? They're only preparing.
That's a problem.
They might have postponed elections, maybe? Just to prepare enough to counter him.
The Zuma effect has arrived.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like the Lula amendment. Now it's the Zuma effect. And they're going to feel it. Yeah? There's a lot that is going to unfold within the next coming few days.
Yeah.
A lot.
I just can't wait for what? I just can't wait to see him saying, my fellow South Africans, I hereby. And thank God, I just want to wait to see.
There's a possibility that is there. But if he resigns, what will be the ultimatum for the ANC? Is the ANC going to work with the EFF?
They're going to have to work with MK and EFF. Remember, the whole point of
President Zuma. If he steps down, then MK will lead the country.
Well, MK will have to lead the country, well.
Yeah, well,
I mean, we can get somebody from the MK to come in and...
In contrast, it means that Obaba will be there.
Then what? Then why not?
Exactly.
I understand, why not?
And then we'll get 2/3 majority.
Yes.
And then all this demonstration that we would have done prior to elections would have been fulfilled. And I can tell you, we'll have a prosperous South Africa as long as we've got understanding with multilateral organizations there.
Do you know one thing which like that I always said to an author? Because I'm in the group in Award 60 political discussion. And like, you know what, guys? If DA goes, ANC goes to the DA, we'll be the laughing stock of this whole Africa. Because we are the only ones who are in bed with our colonizers. Are you aware?
Yeah.
We are the only one in the whole continent. We are in bed with these people.
We're being cosmetic in our approach.
Do you understand?
Politics, yeah, and policies, this thing of land, willing buyer,
Willing seller, hey, whatever.
Land bank and all these things that are not transformative. We must be radical in some approaches.
Yeah.
We can't be 30 years into democracy and having negotiated settlements with the oppressed. It can't be.
No, but, and I'm like, we're gonna be the laughing stock of the world, especially of this content, because we are weak.
We must be agents of transformation. We
you
can't
understand?
be speaking rhetorics.
And this whole thing of transformation, when Bongs, it's not about lovey-dovey with white people. It's a matter of transformation from this to that and seen.
Exactly.
Do you
must
understand?
see this. We must see this in business. This thing of sugar coating, these things of BEE, affirmative action, they must be implemented.
Yeah, they should be.
They must be implemented in full swing. We must see that, not only in governance, but also in private sector as well.
Yeah.
You see.
Yeah. So what do you think about this thing? The investors will go away.
Where will investors go?
I'm like, maybe it's the problem again. People don't understand what investors is. Understand? Because some are Tom.
BRICS is an emerging market. It's moving. It's a block.
Yes.
It is moving.
Yes.
Countries like Egypt, Turkey, Scandinavia, the whole Scandinavia from Europe, they want to join BRICS. They've come in the numbers, UAE. So they will stand to benefit out of BRICS. Let us leave this nonsense of telling investors won't come here. I will send that Americans and Europeans are the only people that can invest.
As if like we don't have another part of the world.
We've got good bilateral relations with China. We've got Brazil. We've got India. So we're going to flourish.
Yeah.
The price of fuel. With the emergence of that conglomerate of having UAE, Saudi Arabia,
oil, Venezuela, got the oil and all that.
Don't you think we'll strike bilateral deals that can be beneficial to the society? We stand to benefit a lot.
My minority investors are gonna be gone. Because again, maybe let's just try to interrogate the word investor. If somebody invests in this studio, what do you think is gonna say to me when he gives me? You give me your money. Well, be investor and come to me and say, Kgosi, I need to invest like $1 million.
Yeah.
What will be your conditions? Are you just gonna give it to me for free? Say, take.
No.
That's your money.
No.
What are you gonna say to me?
You impose certain conditions, obviously, to the deal.
Yeah.
Don't just give away what you would have started and everything.
Because people have this mind thing, investors like they're giving us money.
For nothing.
For mahala and for free. They don't know. No. That's why the word invest. I invest to gain interest.
Interest on return.
And my money to be, you see my money only. My money is a MYMO.
No, the money must be used efficiently.
Exactly. And my money must be safe.
Yeah.
When I want to pull it out, it's there with interest.
Exactly.
So it's not a matter of they just come and give us money because South Africa is such a lovely place to give money to people.
Countries such as Russia, we stand to benefit out of them.
Yeah.
If we procure nuclear from Russia, we would have solved our energy crisis.
Yeah.
And as a result, South Africa, we can host many events.
Yeah.
Look at the success of the past, World Cup.
World Cup, yes.
And after that, we have continuously also hosted many events.
Yeah.
Despite challenges that there's load shedding and everything, but we continue to prove the odds.
Why, what?
No.
Yeah. All right. No. Bongzwe.
So really, our people must not be, confused. We'll find solutions out of these elections.
Yes.
Like I indicated on this is an epoch-defining moment.
Yeah.
We'll find the right path. We're pathfinders now, but we're correctly on the right path.
Yes.
And we'll ultimately emerge out of it strong.
Yeah, because what's the one thing that I've seen about our media? It's to spread this doom and gloom message. Hey, investors will go away. Hey, what. You guys, the measure between the MK and the ANC and the EFF will destroy the country. Like, okay.
And if we match MK, EFF, what do you call it? ANC,
yes.
Patriotic Alliance.
Yeah.
And
UDM as well.
You have pulled a huge black populace.
Yeah.
A huge pool of black populace.
Yeah.
And because of the common denominator that exists among these political parties, they are going to transform and implement all these things, these resolutions that you have within your own respective parties collectively together.
ATM,
and I think they got 1 seat or
as in two.
Zungula.
Yeah,
it's our stepson as well.
I know.
It's our stepson. Is there? It's idling. Man.
What about ACT?
ACT
won't join us?
No, they're in the legislature. This one.
Oh, they are not in parliament, right?
Yeah.
Because I can never.
They got 13,000 votes.
And I can get the AC told them to give it to MK because they are not going to Parliament.
Yeah, MK is very big in the Free State. They even surpassed ACT, so it's possible. Yeah, there's those discussions prior.
Okay.
So you can find that a pool of them went and voted otherwise.
Wow. Mebra, not like I said, to be honest, I would like to see this guy tonight, Mebra. Where was I find
won't do it now. But these are negotiations. It's got a lot of days. 14 days is a lot of days.
We can't wait for that. No, I can't wait for that to see this guy.
And it's not easy for him to resign. But the masters have a goal to fulfill. They've got interest in these elections.
Yeah, unless they now want to force us. You can accept him as
but
president.
These things are going to happen inevitably. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
This one of 2/3 majority is going to happen. Without any contest from anyone, it will happen.
Yeah, is MK a violent party? You want to know?
Well, no, MK is not a violent party.
I have one voice note, but it's too vulgar. I couldn't play it on radio.
No. People are frustrated. You see, with all these things that are happening, our level of tolerance is not the same, but the organization is not, including the EFF as well.
Yeah.
You see, but if you provoke people, you incite violence, and you expect a certain element of them to be out of nature and act otherwise.
Yeah.
So, but really, we're really advocating for calm and peace, and allow the process to unfold
the way
they're supposed to unfold. Let us not be violent and get agitated to act.
Okay. No, it's fine. Okay, guys, we'll come to the end, man. I don't
know, we're fine. Why? We'll come back again.
If you want to continue, bro,
time flies when you are here.
Can happen when we're like unscripted. We can talk until tomorrow morning.
We'll come back. We'll come back as an organization to give our own view.
Please.
It's been good.
No, Bon, you are welcome here anytime.
Yeah, no. This is our home. We'll avail ourselves whenever we're requested to.
Yeah, Bon, yes. And even if you want to come and talk about something as MK, the studio is yours.
No, we'll come. Definitely. We'll build a good rapport. And thanks for hosting us, man. It's been next time, in future, maybe we might invite other political parties.
No, well, I did before, and I hope they're going to come because the elections are over.
Yeah.
Because whenever I say come, they will say to me, no, the elections, we have been the elections, come.
But I got today was a commentator.
Of course, you're not like, yes, MK.
If they come for an oppositional engagement, dialogue, I know we're free.
Yeah, because I want that. ANC, when I EFF maybe. DA, this boy.
I will see it in the future. We'll see. We can arrange it after election. Once they are satisfied of everything.
Yeah, then we come and sit and you engage.
Yeah, we'll give them a good hiding.
All right, we are done. Listen, this is gonna be on YouTube, right? Please subscribe, like and comment on what you thought of today. I was with Bongani Ncele. Yes. He is in the MK. He is, but today was in here like in his personal capacity, guys. He was not here as a leader. He's a coordinator in the inner city, right?
Yes.
Of MK. But today was not talking as the coordinator. He was talking about as a lay person. We were just discussing politics, me and him in the studio today. But please subscribe, like, and please share our content so that we can be able to make these videos sound and to be as popular as we can. All right. This was recorded streamlined from Kgosi FM studios and www.kgosiefm.co.za. That's our link online, and then we are now streaming on Facebook as well. Facebook Segongane. So thanks so much for taking your time and your data to join us tonight. I will see you again tomorrow probably, and then I'll let you know what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye bye.